The Ethnic Business Awards family grows exponentially every year. And who better to share the joy of this experience than the person who started the whole thing? A man who's not only the founder of these awards, but who continues to be a major sponsor as well. A proud Australian, originally from Lebanon, a business achiever and a published author, he's considered a pioneer in the field of multicultural communications. He's served on many boards, councils and committees and contributed to many policies. He's the recipient of several awards. In 2010, he was made a member of the Order of Australia. In 2014, he received the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Australian Migration and Settlement Council, and this year was made an officer of the Order of Australia. Would you please welcome to the stage Mr. Joseph Assaf AO.
Thank you, Tracy. And what a pleasure to join you at this landmark event, the 13th Ethnic Business Awards Gala Presentation Dinner. I'm delighted to welcome Australia's 30th Prime Minister, the Honourable Scott Morrison, and his lovely wife, Jenny, and both are familiar with these awards and good friends of the awards. Welcome to all our honoured guests, dignitaries, diplomatic representatives, ministers, shadow ministers, senators, members of parliament, both state and federal, our terrific sponsors, our dedicated judges, and of course, all our fantastic finalists. Welcome and thank you to you all. When I look around this room at all the tables and the lights, and I see people coming together to celebrate as one, it seems to me that this really is a party, and it is. It is our 13th anniversary, a real milestone. Looking back at my time in Australia, there have been many milestones, and by some strange coincidence, they seem to mark each decade of my own journey. Just over 50 years ago, I arrived in Australia from Lebanon wearing someone else's shoes and carrying nothing but a suitcase full of dreams. In 1978, around 10 years after I arrived in Australia, my first dream came true. I married my lovely wife, Angela. I normally call her my white angel. Her name is Angela Bianca. And together we embarked upon our shared journey through life, building a business, a family, and a future. 10 years on, in 1988, I established what is now Australia's longest-running business awards. In 1998, I sold my business to WPP, one of the world's largest groups of companies in marketing communication services, and I'm delighted to welcome a strong team here tonight from their executive. Move on another 10 years to 2008, and this is when my book, In Someone Else's Shoes, was published as another means of highlighting and celebrating the importance of diversity and the endless possibilities generated by multiculturalism, not only in business, but in society as a whole. It wasn't long after that we began the process of even greater inclusion in these awards by moving to establish the Indigenous in Business Award as part of our celebration of cultural diversity, and what an amazingly rich and productive initiative that has proved to be. Now, in 2018, we are here to celebrate outstanding enterprise and success for the 30th time. Over the last 30 years, over 21,000 nominees, including the finalists and winners from 102 countries of origin, have been and will continue to be both inspirations and role models for all those others who come to our shores. The migrant finalists and winners became role models to other migrants and inspired me to establish the Indigenous in Business category. And now that flow of inspiration continues as Indigenous finalists and winners become role models in their own right for other Indigenous businesses. The majority of our migrant nominees left their homelands and often their families and friends as well, and set out to make a new life in a new country, facing challenges and looking for new opportunities. Many of them did not even speak English. Many of them knew not a single soul in their new home. Some had no home to go back to if they failed. Some made the journey to escape hardship, war, or oppression. Some made it to join loved ones who had already taken the voyage, yet more were driven by the simple hope of advancement, a dream of a better life in a better place. Refugees, business migrants, skilled migrants, no matter who they were or how they came, they have in their thousands over the years made a massive and enduring contribution to the fabric of Australian life. They have brought their many and varied cultural sensibilities, their food, their music, their business acumen, their international contacts, their often unusual ways of doing things, and most importantly, their energy and determination. Migrants have enriched and uplifted us, adding new fresh colors to our multicultural rainbow and a remarkable, compelling diversity to our cultural and economic landscape. They operate and excel in all areas of business: food, wine, manufacturing, science and technology, agriculture, hospitality service and service industries, communication and medicine. Wherever there is or there has been a business opportunity, migrants have seized it, added their own unique qualities and innovative thinking to the equation, and in the process, changed the way we live. Over the last 30 years, there have been three unwavering and outstanding messages at the core of all of our successful achievers. The first is a deep sense of gratitude to this country. The second is a sincere appreciation for all of our leaders for maintaining a secure and fertile environment. And the third, a fervent desire to give back to the community that, in their eyes, has given them more than they could ever have dreamt. So, to everyone, Australia's first people, the Indigenous Australian, and to the new Australians, the migrant, I say thank you. You are all proof that enterprise, determination, resilience, innovation, and hard work can reap huge rewards, not just for you, but for Australia as a whole. Happy anniversary, and thank you.